guys, 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌 here, and I'm back with another story video vlog, whatever you call it. And yes, it's really a welcome back because it's my first appearance after I gave birth like 3 months ago. But yeah, so I'm really excited to do this because guess what? Today is my birthday! Yay! It's my 26th birthday. Happy birthday to me, and it's really special because it's my first birthday as a mom. Yes! So since it's my birthday, why not share with you the 26 things I've learned from the 26 plus people I loved. Inspired by Hannah Pangilinan. Kaya mo yan, Ate Mek! From John Carl Mamforte. I remember when I was in the Philippines, I was so afraid to drive in Manila. But he would always say, kaya mo yan, Ate Mek. And yes, sure enough, I was able to drive in the Philippines because of him. Sometimes things overwhelm us and it makes us think that it's impossible. But it only takes one person or someone to believe and cheer you on. Listen to that someone because that's the only voice that matters. If I can, you can. Number 2. Deadma by 𝒂𝓃𝑜𝓌. Thea taught me that not all things deserve your time and energy. We need to know when not to fight because it's not worth our reaction or response. Do not let unimportant things take away your peace. Number 3. 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌 or Work Yourself Out of the Job by Mama Princess Joy Pelayo Navarro. It was years ago when we were so busy in the campus ministry and I took all the jobs and I got frustrated. And my Mama Joy reminded me that I have to work myself out of the job. Meaning I have to delegate some tasks so I can build up my team in such a way that when the time comes that I am not around, everything would continue running normally. It was the best advice in my career and I brought it in college and even now in whatever position I find myself in. Number 4, Always Aim for the Best by 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. Kuya Alvin is the one who discovered my administration and organizational skills. He taught me to always aim for the best, not just in any event, but also in life. That to carry out a successful event, you have to focus on planning stage. Also in life, if you want the best or if you want to achieve that goal, you have to make sure that you plan. You have a proper plan and you are equipped before you decide. Especially in quitting a job or accepting a job, marrying, or even having a baby. If you love someone, you have to make an effort. And if it means sacrifice, then do it. By Rika May Aviles. Rika has become my go-to person when I moved here in Canada. I see how she sacrifices her time whenever we need her, and I see how she makes an effort just to show her love for me and for my little family. That sometimes you don't need to say out loud how much you love the person. You just show it to the person with your action. You're not the same person you were in high school. Argel Montedramos. After 8 years, Argel and I reunited here in Canada, and I can say that a lot has changed, like how we talk, how we move, and even our tastes in foods. But there's one thing that I realized. Sure, we had a lot of fun in high school, but it's a good thing that we're no longer the same person as we were before. It's true that wisdom comes with age and we become mature. High school doesn't define the rest of our lives. The world outside of high school does. Number 7, a low-maintenance friendship is built on unconditional love. Ian Kenneth Cardinal. Ian and I barely talk, but we still love each other, and I guess it comes with maturity. We know and understand that we are busy with our lives, but we are confident that wherever life takes us, we can always find home in each other. I believe that a true friend is the one can go months or even years without talking, but when you reconnect, nothing has changed. Number 8, do not be afraid to open up and be vulnerable. Justin Libao. Justin was my go-to person when we were in college. He taught me that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let yourself feel all the bad and all the good and letting someone else see it. Yes, opening up can be frightening, but when we allow ourselves to be open and to be vulnerable, our fear decreases and subsides. Vulnerability does not make us weak. It makes us human. Sometimes it's better to help people when they're asking for it. 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. I remember we were talking about this one person who cut his connection with us, and I opened it to 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌 and I told 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌, I want to remind this person that he should not forget us. And 𝒂𝓧 told me, it's better to help people when they're asking for it. True that even if our intention is pure, out of love and care, baka masamain nila. So it's better to stay on the sidelines on this one, but we know that we're the first ones to be there when they need help. Always put your immediate family first. Mabarang family. Protect your family at all costs. You stand with each other through thick and thin. Your family are the people who are always there for you and who will love you unconditionally. Number 11, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌 family. I remember when we were kids, we always spent our summer vacation in Cagayan, specifically in 𝒦𝓃𝑜s, and we'd never miss a Sunday without attending a church. But you know what? It's more than that. It's about serving the Lord wholeheartedly as a family. Even if you guys are miles apart, the ultimate goal is to serve the Lord wherever you are. And I think that's very beautiful. Proverbs 31:25, she's clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. Christine, Doris, Joy, Kate, Lorraine, Janine, and Shira. Before I had Ko, I have this woman who calls me Mama. Up until now, actually, they call me Mama Meg. I prayed for them and I cried with them. And just by looking at them, I'm always reminded of this verse. What makes a strong woman so strong is their strength and their principles as laid out by the rest of Proverbs 31. A strong woman is both soft and influential or powerful and also logical and spiritual. Strong women are ready to face anything with God. Number 13, God honors our prayers and devotions by Pastor 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. In 2019, after Ritz and I got married, I checked all my previous devotions starting from 2011, I believe, and I saw my devotions in 2012, and I wrote something about Ritz and I and our promises to God, and I shared that to Pastor Tim. I took a picture of that specific note that I wrote and sent it to Pastor Tim, and he told me that yeah, God honors our prayers and devotion. And even the things that we thought insignificant are actually significant. When we pray according to the will of God, we can rest that God will answer our prayer. Like what Mark Patterson said, God honors bold prayers because bold prayers honor God. Number 14, a great boss is hard to find, difficult to leave, and impossible to forget. Mr. Robert Angelieri. He was my former boss in the UAE. I worked for him for like 3 years. Having had the opportunity to work under Robert is really amazing because he is an ideal boss, and I can stress that enough. I learned so many things from him. He is humble, he is gentle, he's so knowledgeable. When I was working with him, I realized that the best bosses are humble. They empower, trust, and appreciate their employees. They are very open to feedback and they care about the greater good. Number 15, be generous. Mama Elena Aviles. Mama Ellen is my mother-in-law, and I really look up to her when it comes to generosity. From giving gifts to others to giving the ultimate gift of her time to help those people who are in need. And it's true that you can find joy in giving. Being generous with your thoughtfulness in ways that you might think insignificant could have a very big impact on someone else. So be generous like Mama Len. Number 16, don't listen to people's judgment. Live your life to the fullest by Mama Juliet Turingan. I remember we were in her office. I was there because I gave her my wedding invitation. We had a great time talking. She gave me words of wisdom that up until now, of course, I have it in me, but this one strike the most. People will always have something to say no matter what you do, whether you do good or you do bad. So just do what you want to do in life for as long as it's right and you're not stepping down to others. Make sure you can look back when you were old and know that you have lived a life for you. And also thanks to Uncle Jude for reminding me as well of these things that Mama Juliet has taught us. Number 17, a friendship built with Christ is unbreakable. Jelaine Mercado Martinez. I was in the UAE when I met Jelaine, and our friendship's foundation were built with devotions and prayers. And then one day we had a big fight and we didn't talk for 2 months. But well, love covers multitudes of sin. Love covers offense. And no relationship is perfect. The people closest to you will let you down and you'll let them down too. But how we handle those disappointments will decide the direction of our friendship. Friendship is God's gracious gift to us. It's wonderful, it's beautiful, and it's vulnerable. Live with integrity. 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. Sheena is one of the strongest women I know. She's firm with her principles and lives with integrity. I learned from her to never allow yourself to do anything that would damage your honesty. There's only one you to show to the world, and you bring that same you wherever you are, regardless of the circumstance. Living like 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌 with integrity is the best legacy we are living to this world. Listen, Fatima Tomas. Fatima has a special gift for listening. She talks less and she listens more. Because of her, I was encouraged to listen carefully when someone opens up, like without thinking of what to say next or jumping in to offer your advice. And sometimes people come to you not because they want an advice. Sometimes they come to you because they just want someone to listen to them, and of course a heart to understand them. Number 20, one day at a time. 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. In 2017, my father died and I was overwhelmed with what the future may bring. I was really crying every day because I was really thinking about the future. And I opened it up to 𝒦𝓃 because I know that she would understand me. And yeah, she reminded me to take one day at a time. Taking one day at a time means not asking too much of yourself. We only have a very limited number of days on this earth. So why not just live to the fullest, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Being a sister means being a good role model. 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. I realized that I am so precise and careful with my decisions because I know that I have a younger sister who looks up to me and I don't want to disappoint her. So for me, being a great sister means being a good example, that she doesn't have to look outside the family for an example. A big part of me is because of her. So Maui, if you're watching, which I know you are, you taught me to become a good person and you taught me to become a great and a good sister that you can be proud of. And I hope I made you proud. Number 22, not every day is a good day. By my kuya, 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. We were together in the UAE and I was job hunting. And then one day I got the result of the job that I really wanted. Unfortunately, I failed. I was so sad and I know he noticed it, so that's why he told me, not every day is a good day. And I was like, oo nga no, not every day is a good day. Oo nga no, that there are days that are really good, there are days that are good, and there are days that are bad. And that's okay. Every day may not be good, but there is at least one that is good. Look for that good. You'll find it. It's there. Number 23, always give your best. It's a bonus if you get a reward. And that's from my papa in heaven, my papa 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. My papa was a great advisor as he was a man with wisdom. It was in high school and I was hoping for a higher honor than what I got. I came to him and hugged him and I cried so hard because I felt like I already gave my best but it wasn't enough. Then he responded, "Anak, it's good that you gave your best. And in everything you do, always give your best. And bonus na lang kapag nagka-reward ka." And I will never ever forget that. And one of the greatest things that he taught me, always keep your feet on the ground. No matter how high you reach or how great you become. Because being humble is everything. Number 24, do not be ashamed to say I love you or I'm sorry to your loved ones. My mama 𝒦𝓃𝑜𝓌. Just like my papa, my mom is full of wisdom too. We grew up in a household where I love you, I'm sorry, I'm proud of you, and whatnot are common phrases in the house. We grew up in a family full of love and affirmations, and we owe it all to our mama. and to our papa. And now I see the importance of this. These positive statements build our self-esteem, our confidence, and our security. Lumaki kami sa bahay na hindi madamot magbigay ng affirmations. That's why we are generous enough to give affirmations to other people. Now that I am a mom, I will also make sure that Cole grows up in a home where verbal affirmation is the norm. And I think the ultimate thing I learned from my mom is to be kind, no matter how cruel or how rude the world is. Number 25, submission isn't too overwhelming or too hard when you have a great and loving husband. When we were engaged, I was so worried about how to be a good wife to Ritz and how to submit myself to Ritz because I have a strong personality and I am independent and stubborn sometimes. He made submission easy for me. From boyfriend and girlfriend relationship stage to marriage, I've seen how selfless he is. He constantly puts me ahead of himself and he loves me so fiercely that I want to love him more and I want to sacrifice for him just like how he sacrifices for me and for our little family. Number 26. Cole showed me what it means to love someone more than your life. Happy birthday to me!